Macey Donovan, thanks for coming in. A couple of games against Denver last week. Also took on Northern Colorado. Your take, a couple of four-setters and a three-setter.
Yeah, I mean, we got a chance to play home and away with Denver. And again, I think this idea of playing a team back-to-back is something that I like, that we can kind of build on. And I think our second time against Denver was better than the first. So that's good. But I think we're in this space where we're passing pretty well, and we're just not able to put the ball away enough. And at an efficient rate for us to take away some wins right now. So we're working through that, and again, just who plays in the best spot, like what spot works for that kid, what gives us the most bang for our buck in that regard. And I think we figured out a little bit of what we need in terms of our roster, and we had some freshmen come in, and those who have never played in a collegiate match before this last week, and I thought they stepped in and did a really nice job. Like Anna Leahy, she came in against Northern Colorado and just did a really, really fantastic job on blocking. You know, she's a big presence at the net, and then Elisa Walker came in the back row to do some passing and defense for us, and she just did a really, really great job. So I think the record does not indicate, you know, where we're at as a team, and I've just told them that, hey, as long as we're set and ready for conference, you know, I feel good about where we're at. We're figuring each other out, and you know, last week was tough. I feel like we walked away better than where we were, but not good enough, you know, and that's just the toggle of coaching right now.
On the road this week to California again, St. Mary's, San Francisco. But what do you want to do? This is the final non-conference weekend. What do you want to see your team do? Obviously, if you can't come up with an arm, is there another way to attack?
Yeah, I think, again, we're going to shift some people around, and we need a little bit more defensive pressure on some of the teams. So having Anna in there, we put Schlee on the right side this last week. She just jumps really well and, again, can get over the net pretty well. So defending an outside hitter is a big part of our game, and I think those two changes really help us. And then obviously coaching up our outsides to find ways to score, you know, developing their toolbox a little bit in terms of, hey, if you don't have the shot that you want, then where can we put that ball to put some pressure on the other team. So we're working through that. We have 2 days of practice this week. We had one yesterday, one today, and then we travel. So it's a quick turnaround, but you know, I think we have a great opportunity this week in California against St. Mary's, Seattle, and San Francisco, and I'm excited to watch them play again.
Is this different for you? I mean, normally teams have hitters. Teams might have good setters. Is this I mean, for me, it's like passing to me is like the hardest. It's the lost art. People don't even pay attention to it really. But to have good passing, I think that's a good place to start, right?
Oh, absolutely. We are doing a really good job on our first contact. And so now that we have that kind of set, we have an established system there. Now we're working towards, okay, setters and their decision. Like, why did you set that person? When did you set them? Who's on the other side of the net, and are we setting into a 6'4" kid, or are we setting into the setter that's in the front row? Like, those types of conversations that we're having are definitely developing, and then obviously, you know, every set isn't going to be perfect. That's just the reality of our game, and for our hitters to know that, hey, just because that set wasn't perfect, that doesn't mean that we give a free ball to the other side. We have to be able to put some pressure on them to make it easier on ourselves. I think if you watched us play, it almost seems like we're making it harder than we need to. Part of that's just because we got a lot of thinkers, and they're trying to get ahead of things that they can, and the problem with that is they can't. They just have to live in the present. They have to watch the play develop, make the best decision with the information they have, and so we're trying to, you know, hone in this idea of just being right where your feet are, and getting some good looks at the other side.
Macey Donovan, thanks. Good luck in California.
Yeah, thank you.